In our fast-paced and often chaotic modern world, many people are looking for something more. Something that goes beyond the superficial trappings of material success and the endless cycle of work and consumption. For many, this quest takes the form of a spiritual journey, a search for deeper meaning, purpose, and connection. But embarking on a spiritual journey is not always an easy or straightforward path to take. It can be filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt and uncertainty. This is where the importance of solitude comes in. When you're alone, you have the opportunity to really delve deep into your spiritual journey. You can quiet your mind and focus your attention on your innermost thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. You can connect with your intuition and gain a greater understanding of the world around you. Of course, being alone can also be uncomfortable and even scary. It can be difficult to face our fears and insecurities without the distractions of other people and the outside world. But it's precisely this discomfort that can be so valuable in a spiritual journey. By pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones, we can grow and evolve in ways we never thought possible. So, if you're feeling called to embark on a spiritual journey, remember the importance of solitude. Set aside time to be alone with yourself and your thoughts, to reflect on your goals and beliefs, and to connect with something greater than yourself. It might be challenging at times, but the rewards are immeasurable. At the heart of any spiritual journey is a quest for self-discovery. This means learning more about who you are, what you value, and what gives your life meaning and purpose. When you understand yourself on a deeper level, you can more easily align your actions and choices with your spiritual goals. Self-discovery is a process of exploration that can take many forms. It might involve exploring your beliefs and values, uncovering your fears and insecurities, or identifying your passions and talents. Whatever the focus of your journey, being alone can be an invaluable tool for gaining self-awareness and understanding. When you're alone, you can take the time to really listen to your inner voice and explore your thoughts and feelings without the distractions of the outside world. You can observe your patterns of behavior and identify areas of your life that might be holding you back or causing you stress. For example, perhaps you've noticed that you tend to get easily frustrated or angry when things don't go according to plan. By taking the time to reflect on this behavior, you might uncover a deeper fear of failure or a belief that you need to be in control at all times. Once you've identified these underlying issues, you can work on releasing them and developing new, more positive patterns of behavior. But understanding yourself isn't just about recognizing your flaws and weaknesses. It's also about celebrating your strengths and passions. When you take the time to explore your likes and dislikes, your talents and skills, you can discover what makes you unique and special. This self-awareness can be empowering, giving you the confidence to pursue your dreams and live a more fulfilling life. For example, perhaps you've always had a talent for music but never pursued it seriously because you didn't think it was a real career. By exploring this passion and developing your skills, you might discover that music is actually a fundamental part of who you are and that pursuing it brings you deep joy and satisfaction. Of course, self-discovery is an ongoing process that can take a lifetime to fully explore. But by embracing solitude and taking the time to understand yourself, you'll be well on your way to a deeper, more meaningful spiritual journey. Another important aspect of any spiritual journey is reflection and connection. When you take the time to reflect on your experiences and connect with something greater than yourself, you can gain a deeper understanding of the world around you and your place within it. Reflection is all about taking the time to look back on your experiences and learn from them. This might involve journaling, meditation, or simply sitting quietly and thinking about your thoughts and feelings. By reflecting on your experiences, you can identify patterns and themes in your life, recognize areas where you've grown or changed, and gain insights into your spiritual journey. For example, perhaps you've recently had a difficult experience that left you feeling lost and confused. By reflecting on this experience, you might realize that it was actually an opportunity for growth and learning. You might discover a new strength or resilience within yourself that you didn't know existed. Connection is also an important aspect of any spiritual journey. Whether you connect with a higher power, nature, or your fellow humans, feeling a sense of connection can be deeply fulfilling and grounding. Connection helps us remember that we are all part of something larger than ourselves and can provide a sense of purpose and meaning in life. When you're alone, you can more easily connect with something greater than yourself. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or simply enjoying the beauty of nature, taking the time to connect with the world around you can be a powerful tool for spiritual growth. For example, perhaps you've always found solace in nature but never really taken the time to fully appreciate its beauty. By spending time alone in nature, you might discover a sense of peace and tranquility that you've never experienced before. You might feel a deep connection to the natural world and gain a new appreciation for its power and beauty. In summary, reflection and connection are important aspects of any spiritual journey. By taking the time to reflect on your experiences and connect with something greater than yourself, you can gain a deeper understanding of the world around you and your place within it. While being alone can be a powerful tool for spiritual growth, it's important to acknowledge that it can also be challenging. Spending time alone can be uncomfortable and even scary at times, especially if you're not used to it. However, it's important to remember that these challenges are often a natural part of the spiritual journey. One of the main challenges of being alone is facing your thoughts and emotions without any distractions. When you're alone, you don't have the usual distractions of work, socializing, or entertainment to occupy your mind. This can be uncomfortable, especially if you've been using these distractions to avoid difficult emotions or thoughts. For example, perhaps you've been struggling with feelings of anxiety or depression and have been using work or socializing as a way to distract yourself from these feelings. When you're alone, you might find that these emotions come to the surface and become more difficult to ignore. However, facing these emotions head-on can be a powerful step in the spiritual journey. Another challenge of being alone is facing your fears and insecurities. When you're alone, you don't have the support and validation of others to rely on. This can make it easier for your fears and insecurities to come to the surface, which can be uncomfortable and scary. For example, perhaps you've always had a fear of failure or a belief that you're not good enough. When you're alone, these fears might become more prominent and feel overwhelming. However, by facing these fears and working to release them, you can gain a deeper sense of self-awareness and inner strength. Finally, being alone can also be challenging because it requires you to be self-reliant. When you're alone, you don't have the usual support systems of family, friends, or colleagues to rely on. This can be daunting, especially if you're used to having others help you navigate difficult situations. For example, perhaps you're facing a difficult decision or a major life change and feel unsure of how to proceed. When you're alone, you might feel like you have to figure everything out on your own, which can be overwhelming. However, learning to trust yourself and your own inner wisdom can be a powerful step in the spiritual journey. In conclusion, while being alone can be challenging, it's an important part of the spiritual journey. By facing your thoughts and emotions, fears and insecurities, and learning to rely on yourself, you can gain a deeper sense of self-awareness and inner strength.